Hey there, everybody. Welcome. I'm so glad you could join me tonight. This was a spur of the moment kind of thing that the angel said, hey, it's 11:11, and so it would be a really cool thing to go live. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. We need to talk. They've got a lot to say, and it would be really cool to hang out together and get some confidence and some faith and get a boost, right? So that we feel better about what's going on. I don't know if you saw the video that I put on the community page just a little while ago, but it's an update from Occupy Democrats about something going on behind the scenes. So if you didn't see that, you might want to go watch that later. Anyway, let's see. We got a bunch of comments here already. Awesome. Vivian, Joan, Judy, Pamela, Stephanie, Penny, Christine, Susan. Hey, everybody. So glad you could join me. Well, we have 24 people here already. That is awesome. So let me ask you. I have a little short kind of a prayer meditation I want to give to you. And I also have a message that I want to share with you. And then we're going to do some Q&A and just, chat. So let me know in comments, do you want to do the meditation at the beginning or at the end? What feels best to you? You take a second and weigh in on that, and I'm going to open up another window that I need here. So here's your chance to vote. Pop it in there. And if you have prayer requests, put that in there too. We have a couple of prayer requests already. So we'll add that to it. Okay. Watching those comments coming in. Yes. Summerland Girl, Debbie, Divine Magic Occult, Linda. Awesome. Beverly, Pixies, Trixie. Wonderful. Yeah, people are just filing in. It's terrific. Okay, I had myself muted, so you didn't hear a thing I said. That seems to be my specialty, guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, Sister of Six, Betty Max, Debbie Brady, Divine Magic Occult, Summerland Girl, Linda, Antoinette's granddaughter. Awesome. Welcome all you guys. Pixies, Trixie. If I missed anybody, it wasn't intentional. So let's see. Do you guys... Your 70th birthday, Beverly? Happy birthday. That is so wonderful. 70 is a pretty magic number. Have you looked up the angel symbolism of 70? If you haven't, I highly recommend it. It's really cool. Yeah, happy Monday, everybody. Penny, you vote for the beginning. Joan says at the end. Okay. I need some more input. Either is fine for Divine Magic. Debbie K, you watched a video of interest too, an investigative reporter digging deep. Yeah, I saw that one a little bit ago too. That was awesome. And he's a really good, I think his name is Greg Palast or something like that, Debbie K? He's really good. I've seen some of the documentary stuff he's done. He's amazing. So that one was about suppressed votes. So really exciting stuff. Joan, thank you. You said beginning wins. I didn't see them all because they're just kind of all bunching together. Share Spirit, welcome. So I will take your word for it, and we will do it first. Okay. So I'm going to tap dance just for a couple more minutes. Leave your prayer requests there for me if you have them. Tell me what's going on. How are you feeling? How are you dealing with all this stuff? Yes, we need angel magic, Pamela Ann. Absolutely. Susan, you're looking forward to the angelic connection. Yeah, it's awesome. And you know what? So earlier today, I did another channel because I'm just trying to keep up with what they're sharing. And Divine Masculine came in. That was a surprise. That's never happened before. And then I got a message from Divine Feminine. And then I got a message from Raziel. But we already have a message to share for today. So I think that one's going to have to wait until another day. It's like, oh my gosh, the messages are backing up. It's really hard to keep up right now. So I'm not quite sure what to do with all of that, except trying to stay in the flow. I'm not a surfer, but you know what you mean. A little surfing here and just keep things going. Hey, Judy Bolt, glad to see you. You are so welcome. We need this, so we're going to do it together. I wasn't crazy about doing it at 10 o'clock, but they said numerology, go with it. And, it's easier for David if we do it at this time. I'm awake anyway, so why not? I just don't know how many of you were awake, but then that's what replays are for, right? Debbie, you said you want to do it now? Okay. I think it's a good way to begin because we always begin with a short prayer anyway, so why not add it in? And this one is short. It's only 300 words, so it's not long at all, and then we can get right into the message that they have. Penny, prayer request for your dog's knee. Okay. Just add it to my list. Just going to scroll down really quickly, see if there's anything here I need to know, and then we'll jump into the prayer. We're up to 49 already. I think that's a good number. Melinda, prayers for brother-in-law. Okay. Albert Ruiz fighting cancer. I'm so sorry, Melinda. Yes. Sending him lots of love and light. Gosh, we need some background music, don't we? If only I had some. I'll have to see if I can find some background music for those times where we have a little pause like this. That actually would be really great. And I know YouTube's got some legal music that we can use. And by the way, you guys, this is a funny story. I hope you'll appreciate. So I'm working on getting the podcast going. Some of you might have noticed that or heard me talk about, I'm going to do a podcast, and it's going to have probably as the very first episodes, those people from Prayer-a-thon, because those need to be segregated into their own individual videos. And there's actually some extra footage that you didn't get to see on Prayer-a-thon that I'm saving for you. So, yeah, YouTube is bugging me with messages. We don't care about that stuff. Anyway, so I was thinking I need some music for the podcast, and it just so happens I met somebody who actually does digital music. So I reached out to him because we're in the same group, and I thought, well, gee, maybe that's an angel sign, right? And so he was asking me for kind of what I was looking for. And not long after that, I heard very distinctly the song "Swonderful," from Cole Porter. It's wonderful, it's marvelous. You know that song? I know that song. I love that song. I found a version of Doris Day singing it that is luscious and jazzy and upbeat. That's beautiful. And then I heard the popcorn song. You know that wacko song? Da 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 da. And it's like real staccato and upbeat. And so I just spoke to this guy who does the music, and I said, okay, if you can give me the jazzy, luscious sound of Swonderful, accented with popcorn, staccato energy, I think that's what we need. So we will see what he comes up with. It could be really fun. But I told him, when you deal with channels, you just got to go with the flow, because what we get, and there's a reason for all of it. So I'm just going with, hey, that's what I needed to know to share with you, and you just astonish me with your, genius music. So we will see. And crossing your fingers he doesn't charge me an arm and a leg, because we haven't even talked price. We just talked about concept. So hoping that comes together. Thank you for those thumbs up. I appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We need to get the word out to more people, and we have been doing that slowly. We're growing, we're getting it out to more. But part of the reason we're going through this crisis right now is because despite our best efforts in those 3 phases of angel work, we just did not get what's the thing I'm looking for? Oh gosh, I can't think of the term now, but the maximum number of people we needed to get over the hump to be able to accomplish our goal. We're short. We came up short. So we've got this pause time to get more people on board. And I'm really hopeful that all the crap that's coming out in the press right now, showing the true colors of the other side, is going to help bring more people over to the light. So we're just going to focus on doing that. Yeah, hundreds of ballots found in the forest. And on this video that Debbie was just talking about, not just hundreds, millions of people were disenfranchised with provisional ballots that were pulled in multiple states. Those are the missing votes, those provisional ballots, which is why David and I voted in person, because we just didn't want to take a chance on somebody screwing around with either not getting there in the mail or, getting sent somewhere else. So in PA, at least, you fill out your paper ballot with a pencil and you do the circles and you stick it into the machine so that presumably it's counted. But yeah, millions. It's like hair burning time. Thank you, Summerland Girl. I appreciate that. Oh, I'm so glad. Better than therapy. Well, thank you. I will accept that compliment gratefully. 41. Yeah, but that was a while ago. We're up to 57 now, Susan. Yeah, how about that? It's really cool. Beverly, 1111, a great number to be born. Absolutely it is. You've got some great numerology going for you, lady. Hey, Arlene, welcome. Susan, you didn't hear about the forest ballots. Yeah, it's more than one place, too. And, of course, you probably heard about the ballots that burned up. They burned up some boxes, too. And, they wouldn't have done all that crap if they didn't think they were losing. That's the truth. People just need to get over it. Oh, divine magic occult numerology is not your strong point, but you're working to improve it. Yeah. I wasn't always into it either, but there have just been so many things that have come up. And of course, angel numbers. How do we ignore that? Because they're everywhere. It's how they communicate with us. Okay, Pamela. Prayers for Melissa? Facing brain surgery. I'm so sorry. And then I'll get through these last few comments before we go on to the meditation. Just a little more tap dancing here. November 21st. You got it. We will include her. Yes, Joan, much angel magic needed and coming at us in such a big flow right now. Linda, we will ask for you to get more sleep. You need your sleep right now. You've got a lot of work to do. Leah Salva, welcome. Glad to see you. Glad you had a nap. Awesome. Jen Miranda, welcome. Penny, your dog's name is Mika. Let me get that in there. Yeah, I was like that yesterday, Joan. My gosh, we went to Brooklyn to see mother-in-law, and it's like I could not keep my eyes open on the way there, on the way back. And, when we sat and tried to visit, I was just honking out like crazy. But today is much better. Divine Magic Occult, you got a good night's sleep. That is awesome. More of that, please. Everybody needs to get good sleep right now. Oh, Summerland Girl, you like the background. Thank you. There is a Buddha head behind me. That blue thing back there that's kind of blurred a little bit. That's a Buddha head. Why not, right? We need that extra energy. Divergent Moon, yes, that you care for me is wonderful. Absolutely. Yes. Susan, you got past the grief today. I'm so glad. Yeah. That's what we're all working towards. Absolutely. And Penny, popcorn. Awesome. Prayers, Amy, for your grandson. Diagnosis schizophrenic. I'm so sorry. Prayer works miracles. So there is no reason that he can't get a miracle. We just have to put out that energy, intention, and love. We will do that. Divine Magic Occult, it's time for Animaniacs. I don't quite get that, but maybe you'll clue me in, because that's kind of after my generation, so I'm not used to that one. Yeah, you guys all voted in person. That's awesome. You used black Sharpie markers. Yeah, I read about that. Some people did, and it's perfectly okay. And Summerland Girl, for everybody who didn't read it, you can call your state officials to check that your vote was counted. Chat GPT has the info. I tried that, Summerland Girl. The problem is If you vote in person, they can't do it for you. It's only if you mailed it in. But yes, you can do it. Maureen, today is your husband's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to your husband. Yeah, I did hear some in-person ballots were switched and that was being investigated. Have not heard about that here in PA, but we're keeping our ears to the ground to know what's going on. Yeah, Debbie K, I wouldn't be surprised if Starlink did some funny business there too. Absolutely. You guys, what about Putin posting those nudie pictures of Melania? It's like, whoa, what are you trying to do? Make sure that somebody knows they're wearing a leash? Yikes. Maureen getting a migraine. Let's put Maureen down for prayers for that migraine. Breathe, relax, allow, Maureen, and the meditation will help with that too. Just do some deep breathing. Just let it all go. Don't worry. It's going to be fine. It may be rough for a little while, but that's why we're together here. Bringing that energy to help everybody feel better until it just all begins to flow in divine alignment again. Prayer for the mountain fire survivors in California. Okay. Goddess Val, you are never late. You're always welcome whenever you arrive. Divine magic occult. You're doing Egyptian magic and praying and meditation to Lady Ma'at. Yeah, whatever. It's all good. Prayer for justice to be restored. The popcorn song is Animaniacs? I had no idea. Oh, that is too funny. You're cracking me up because when I told the guy Swonderful and Popcorn Song, he didn't know either one of them. I had to go find it and send it to him. That is just too funny. I'll have to ask my granddaughter about that. We'll have a good laugh together. She knows Animaniacs. Prayers for Savannah Summer drug addiction. Okay. Savannah and Summer. I see. Gotcha. Two people. Prayers for. We're going to do that for sure, Say La Vie. Thanks for being here. MBO for Kamala. I think Kamala is making her own luck in that regard. She's on it. Okay, you guys. Now I'm at the bottom so we can catch up and do our meditation real quick. Interesting, Debbie K. You want to put Melania on the prayer list? We can. Is that who you meant, or did you just spell it wrong? It can't hurt to pray for her. Honestly, I don't have a lot of sympathy. She made that bed. But, yeah, we'll pray for anybody. We can. I have not been on Twitter. It's just doesn't feel good to be there anymore. Okay, you guys, I think we're close enough to the bottom. Let's switch on over. So take some deep breaths. Get yourself in that state of mind. Sit back, relax. Close your eyes. And let's go into this beautiful meditation. So while you're breathing and your eyes are closed, you're just allowing all of that tenseness, all the cares and woes, let them go for right now. You are in a safe space. We are calling in the angel teams of everyone present here now. Angel reinforcements from every direction for everyone until you palpably feel their presence. Do you feel them even now, coming close, standing right there, touching you, behind you, all around you? This is one big angel sandwich that we're in, loving and supporting us with whatever we ask of them. Please and thank you, angels. Now, as we sit here, breathing, allowing the stress to fade away, sink into the supportive arms of your angels. And as you lie there, safe and secure, notice brilliant white roots springing forth from your root chakra and your crown chakra. These brilliant white roots are stretching out to anchor you firmly between Mother Gaia and Creator. As you lie in your angel's arms, safely tethered, allow your consciousness to flow down into the earth, flowing deeper and deeper as you pass the tree roots all the way down through the groundwater, through the rocks, until you reach the inner sanctum of Gaia's bosom, where you are held briefly in a warm embrace before slipping into Gaia's womb, where you will regenerate, heal, soak up her wisdom, and patiently wait until Gaia deems you are ready to spring forth, renewed, strengthened, and with a surety of purpose beyond anything you've ever felt. You know that you know that you know you came here for this moment, and you are ready, along with your fellow light workers. You can face any challenge because being tethered twixt and between the higher and lower realms, you are safe, secure, and deeply loved. Take some deep breaths. Feel that love. Let it permeate every cell of your being. Soak in all of that delicious love as you bolster your confidence and allow this truth to root deeply within your psyche, where it will reassure and support you through tempests and travails. You are one with Creator. You are one with all of humanity. Oneness is the next level of your evolution. There is nothing you need do beyond simply allowing it to be so. Take some more deep breaths Move around a little bit in your place in Gaia's womb. Stretch out. Luxuriate in the comfort, the love, and the energy. And now it is time to emerge from your cozy place in Gaia's womb, to put on your angel armor and fulfill the destiny which you have planned over many lifetimes. You will prevail. Stay strong. Keep the faith and soldier on, beloved child, as you emerge from Gaia's womb. And now you float up, gently up, as you return your consciousness fully into your body. Feel the floor under your feet. Feel the surface under your seat. Stretch, luxuriate in this love, in this beautiful, encompassing energy. And know, in you, we are most pleased. Thank you for honoring the call and planting your flag in the ground. Blessed are you amongst humanity. The angels sing of your accomplishments in deep appreciation of your commitment and bravery. Shout hallelujah! Thank you, thank you, thank you. And our meditation is complete. So how's everybody doing? Did that feel good? Hey, Patricia, welcome. Oh, Debbie K, you thought it was a leash on Melania. No, I was actually talking about Putin having a leash on 45, but yeah, I can understand why you thought that. A-Park, a lot of people are leaving X for Blue Sky, Threads, or Tribal. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't need any more social media. It's enough to keep up with the ones I already have, so. Yeah, but gather wherever to find like-minded people and have that support. It's really important. And if you haven't joined our meditation group on Facebook, send me an email and let me know that you want to join. It's answers@akashaunleashed.com. For the short term, I'm going to take off the requirement that you have to read the book first before you join the group, because I feel strongly, I was led today to let some people in who didn't answer the questions they're supposed to answer to come in, probably didn't read the book. But I was getting that angel nudge that they need our support, even if they're breaking the rules. So we'll see how that goes. And if they're respectful, they join in and contribute to our community, then we will welcome them with open arms. And Susan, the Cool Crone had a great post today about everything happening behind the scenes. Yeah, I have that you sent me. I'm looking forward to checking that out later, Susan. Thank you. Fire in Ventura, north of LA. Oh, you have a cousin there. Yeah, so we will send those prayers. Thank you, Patricia, for those prayers. So before we go on and start doing, I don't know who you mean, Susan. Has anyone heard from me or another Deborah? I think you're hearing from me. So you must mean somebody else. Yeah. So we'll do our prayers, and then I'll deliver the message to you, and we'll have some Q&A about it, because I'm sure you will have some. You feel refreshed, Pamela. I'm so glad. Arlene, you are so welcome. Gary, you enjoyed it. I'm so glad. Everybody, yeah. Oh, Divine Magic Occult, you felt fingers on your head the entire time in powerful tangles. It's beautiful. Yeah, it was short, but it was really jam-packed. And do you notice that we're getting more messages and connection with Gaia? That is very purposeful. As we move forward on our mission here as Lightworkers, we are entangling more and more with Gaia, giving that support back and forth that she's been giving to us for our entire lives. But now we are returning that love and that support. Just so beautiful. A Park, there will be a replay. Absolutely. Yeah, this is live, so the replay is available as soon as we're finished. The book, Summerland Girl, it's called The Path to Hearing Angels and Guides. It's a course in a book from Archangel Metatron, teaching you how to channel, how to have dialogue, two-way dialogue with your angels and your guides. So that's been out there a few years. We have a private Facebook group where we support people who are going through the challenge. We will be beginning a new group challenge in January. So you want to be sure and get in there before January to be in on the group challenge, because sure, you can do it by yourself. You can do it just going through the book on your own. It's a course in a book, but doing it with the group just up levels it tremendously. And I don't know, it feels to me like every time we do the group challenge that people just accelerate in marvelous and wonderful ways. So Liz and Awe, it's Metatron's meditation group, but it's hidden because I don't want people randomly finding that group and coming in and bothering us. So it's private. That's why I said, if you want to join the group, send me an email or go to my private Facebook page, Debbra Lupien, and friend me. Once you friend me, then I can add you easily. If you're not already friends with me, you might have to do that anyway before I can add you, because Facebook plays these games sometimes. And even though you gave me your email or you requested to join the group, it won't let me until we are friends. So you can skip ahead and just friend me on Facebook and then let me know you want to join the group. That's another good way to do that. We would love to have you there. We're getting ready to do some more powerful stuff in the near future. Betty Max, you saw some great images. Tell us about it. That's exciting and wonderful. Yeah. Antoinette's granddaughter, you walk to the pond and speak with the trees, send love to Gaia, and ask them to send it through their roots. That is so beautiful. Penny, you're so welcome. Well, I can get that for you real fast. Hang on. The link for the book, that is. Or you can just go to Amazon anytime and just look for my name, and it's there. So let's see if I can grab it real quick. Okay, you friended me already. I will get to you after we finish tonight, and you will be a part of it. So that link I just put there is for the Path to Hearing Angels and Guides. Oh, A Park, you just bought all my books. Thank you. I appreciate that. There is a fourth one. There's Little Book of Meditations, which is in a different series. So that's probably why you didn't see it. And anybody who's looking for some extra support, Little Book of Meditations, oh my gosh, so powerful. It's 18 angel meditations that Metatron personally chose for the book. He chose how many, he chose which ones, and the order. He totally orchestrated that book. So I just channeled the meditations. Along with the book, there are links to recordings so that you can listen to all the meditations once you have read them. The idea is read the meditation so you know what's coming. That way, when you listen to it, you can just relax, go with the flow, and get an even deeper blessing. There's just so much amazing stuff in that book. So yeah, when you're ready, that's a great thing to curl up with, especially as bad weather comes. And when you have a day when you're feeling off, just pick one and do it. There's so much love, wisdom, and support in that little book. All right, so let's do our prayer list now. So if everybody will join me, and if you don't feel like doing prayers, you don't have to, of course. Just send love and light. So angels, we call upon you to pay special attention and give special consideration to all of the following prayers. Please and thank you. To our friend Mike, please send assistance with the technical chaos so that he can process vital paperwork. Please and thank you. To our friend Kate, send healing love light for her horse who has a health crisis, and also for Kate. To our friend Penny and her dog Mika, who's having knee problems, please send healing love light to both of them. Please and thank you. For our friend Melinda, her brother-in-law Albert Ruiz, please send healing love and light to him. Lift him up. Help him to heal from the disease that's eating away at his body. For our friend Pamela and her family Melissa, who's having brain surgery November 21st, we ask, please, team, that you will send a squadron of angels to be with her, escort her into the operating room, be with her in the room, guide the hands of the doctors and the surgical team for the most beneficent outcome, and bring her out from that surgery filled with divine love light that bubbles and heals through her body as she recovers from her surgery. Please and thank you. To our friend Linda Kelzer, angels, please surround her as she sleeps. Cradle her in your arms. Sing her lullabies. Help her to get deep, restorative sleep. Please and thank you. For our friend Amy, whose grandson has just been diagnosed with schizophrenia, please wrap the entire family in love and light. Angels, surround her grandson. Put your beautiful hands on his body. Realign his energy to totally heal him and remove any of the negative energy that's leading to the schizophrenia. Please and thank you. For our friend Maureen, please surround her with love light. Put your hands on her body and her head. Lift up the pain of the migraine, totally obliterating it and leaving behind bubbles of healing energy that will keep her healthy and safe from migraines in the days to come. Please and thank you. To all the survivors of the mountain fire, please send healing love, energy, and light. Lift them up. Nurture their souls. Help them to have restful, healing sleep as they recover from their marvelous work in saving all of the souls that they were able to save, and the homes, the businesses, the animals, the trees. Please and thank you. Dear angels, please restore justice in the United States to our election process for the most beneficent outcome for not only the U.S., but for the entire world. Please and thank you. To Savannah and Summer, please, angels, surround them, lift them up. Let their desire for drugs seep away so that they no longer need them want them or even think about them. Fill them with love and light to the brim and overflowing so that they are fully encompassed and fulfilled, no longer needing those other substances. Please and thank you. Prayers for the most beneficent outcome for Vice President Kamala Harris. Please and thank you. And finally, dear angels, we ask for the most beneficent outcome for Melania Trump, whether she's on the leash or whatever she's experiencing. Please help her. She needs your assistance. Please and thank you. Okay, you guys. So, do you want to hear the message now or do you want to chat a little bit? Give me a quick update here. Oh, thank you guys for all the affirmations about Little Book of Meditations. Yeah. It's Metatron's gift to us, and it's really a shame that not more people have actually had a chance to partake of it, but hopefully they will now. It'll get out there as it's introduced to people. Oh, thank you for all the links. Debbie B. Betty Max, you saw tree roots, angels, Pegasus, a heart, Gaia being held by hands. That's beautiful. Thank you, Betty. So gorgeous. Yes, thank you for the thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Now would be awesome. Okay, we will do that. You got it. I never know if you guys really get into these messages or if they get a little boring for you. So I just thought I would ask for your input, but I'm glad that they're helpful. All right, get ready because it's not, well, it is kind of long, but it's good stuff. It's deep. Oh, and before I go there, the meditation that I just delivered to you a little bit ago, you should know that was channeled on Monday, the day before election. And I was going to give it to you that night in our metaphysical chat, but then our friend Dave Johnson joined us and he had his own prayer. So I decided to save it. And I'm so glad I did. That must have been angel inspired because it was so perfect for tonight. And I'm just so happy that I was able to share it with you tonight. Yeah, we really need it now. Okay, so just a little intro. The big message that keeps coming into my awareness is about not waiting for somebody else to save us, about taking action for ourselves. That's in regard to now, here we are once again. We're wanting Biden and Harris to do an investigation to count the votes, to either prove that it was a fair election or prove that it was a cheat and that Harris won. So we're asking for that, but we can't sit back and wait for them to save us. We've got to take the action. So that might mean calling, sending letters, talking to more people, just putting it out there and praying, of course. It's already starting to happen, which is wonderful. It's responding to us. But the more we do that, the faster it will happen. And we do need to have this happen faster before we get too far down that other dark path. So I asked them for clarification about this. And that's where we went into the message. What is the action we need to do? And, what do they suggest? So let's see. Where did that start? There was a lot of preamble here before I got into actually getting the message, which is not useful at the moment. So here we go. Finally. All right. So I got a visual, first of all. So it's me lifting up my hands. The angels grabbed my hands and they lifted me up. And the really funny thing is on their feet, they had something that looked like a propeller. It was just this round thing with spokes in it, and it was turning and it was propelling them up. So they were hustling me post-haze up to a higher realm. So up, up, up we go. The wind was cool, chilly, damp on my skin as we passed through the atmosphere. And then we rose up through and over the clouds. Where we came out on the other side, it was sunny, warm, and beautiful. Balm for the soul. And there I saw the pasture, a pond, and a tree. One of my beautiful places that I frequently go when I need peace. So thank the angels. They brought me here quickly because I wasn't able to do it on my own. I was not in the right headspace to do that. So they intervened for me, which was really wonderful. And they will do the same for you. So I took off my shoes, soaked my feet in the pond, let the sun shine on my face as I waited for understanding and clarity to come in. And, I expressed to them my anger and my sadness about some of the things that were going on. And then we talked about letting all of that go because we can create our bright future. We just have to keep going on with our faith and trust in the support of our angels and do that. So, this is what they had to say. Now is not the time to give up on your life. Now is the time to stand in faith and trust, holding on to what you've created and what you will yet create. Now is your time, just as we've been telling you. That was not a lie. That was divine truth, love, and light, encouraging you to step into the purpose for which your soul came. Now is the time when you must push the fear away. Keep it at least at arm's length. Don't let it into your inner sanctum, for it will drag you down into the abyss. Stay strong, my children. Nothing has drastically changed since last week. You're still in the same position you were then. You still have the same mission you had then. You still have the same opportunities you had then. Stand in resistance to the darkness. Do not allow them to cow you into hiding. And as we also said, you must stop looking to others to save you. You can save yourself and others by your actions. You have everything you need. We've been preparing you for this. Simply plant yourself and stay there in faith and trust that you will receive the guidance you need. You will receive the support you need. Love and light will prevail. In the moment, it may appear as if darkness has won, but they have sown seeds of darkness and corruption. When those seeds sprout, it will be clear to everyone how diseased and corrupt they are. And aren't we already seeing that? In just a matter of days, we're seeing that. Until then, you move forward, reaching for more light, bringing and beaming more light into your world. Never stop. Do not allow the darkness to overtake you. The best way to combat the darkness is to keep beaming your light in faith and trust. That really is an unbeatable energy and a force for good. Your victory is near. We beseech thee, do not surrender prematurely. In truth, do not surrender ever. You may temporarily retreat as a strategic move. Use that tactic when it's wise. Build up your numbers. Fortify your strength, trust, and belief so that you will be ready when the time comes to race to the finish line. Meanwhile, be wise in whom you speak to. It does you no good to excoriate those who disagree with you. Send them love and move on. Do not linger in their presence. Do not allow the corruption that has invaded their soul to taint yours. There is still hope for them, but that is not your concern. Should you get entangled with them, it would be to your own detriment. Even if they were family, children, or spouse, you may need to distance right now to hold on to your mission and purpose. It will not always be so. There will come a day when they awaken, and they will be grateful that you did not follow them into the abyss. This is perhaps the greatest test of your faith you've ever faced. But you are up for the challenge. And as our friend Miche, who you might remember from Prayer-a-thon, says, we will see you and raise you. Rise up, beautiful children. Stand firm. Trust and believe. Keep beaming love light in voluminous amounts to those around you. It does make a difference. Although you may not see it in the short term, it is having a positive effect that will one day be evident. We love you so very much, beautiful children. We are so proud of who you are, how far you have come, and your enormous hearts filled with love for the planet and humanity. That love will sustain you. Hold on to it. Never surrender. As we said previously, sometimes a short retreat is wise, but that is a very different matter from surrender. Should you surrender, you will hit the reset button on this evolutionary stage of humanity. You will set yourself back hundreds of years to begin again. We're so close. Keep going. We are supporting you every step of the way. Keep going. We love you to the moon and back with a fierceness you cannot imagine. Keep going. No matter how bad it looks, no, it's an illusion. We are right by your side. You are not alone. You are not defenseless. You can prevail as long as you don't surrender. Keep going. And that was the end of the message. Okay. So let me know, did that help? What do you want to talk about? Just scrolling back to catch up with where we were. Okay. Thank you, Summerland Girl. I'm so glad that it helps. Yeah, Linda, we need more prayer. Absolutely. Okay, you guys, thanks. Not boring. Well, sometimes I wonder because there tends to be repetition in the messages, and because I'm doing it so much, I'm a little ho-hum sometimes. You already said that. But then they remind me not everybody's heard it yet. Or they might have heard it, but they weren't in a place where they really heard it. So they're repeating. And I just have to shut up, suck it up, and deliver the message. They just keep reminding me of that. I'm so glad, Arlene. Thank you. Yeah. Awesome. Antoinette's granddaughter, you ask your senator to intervene. Great. You're so welcome, Annie. Share Spirit, you contacted your senators. Wonderful. Oh, Goddess Val, you got the Joette Calabrese info and you are intrigued to take a few courses. Wonderful. She is a great teacher. Now, I will warn you, I have a feeling she's far right leaning. I stay away from that because the value that she brings as the homeopath and a teacher is just so wonderful. But yeah, that's a little disappointing. Yeah, and any of the courses you take from her will be worth their weight in gold. There's just so much value there. And when you realize that, yeah, you can treat yourself, your family, friends for a fraction of what it would cost you going the traditional route, and you can hit things off. You can fix things that allopathic can't always fix. We have to be careful about saying those things, of course, but you get the drift. Which reminds me, YouTube has been bugging me to start memberships. So I'm thinking of doing that at a really modest level. And then what we could do with that is we could have the members come into, a group session like this where we could talk freely about some of those subjects that we just can't in this particular format. And that would obviously be one of the things we'd talk about, the remedies, because there's so much power there in taking your own health in your hands. Just amazing, amazing healing that's available. And Goddess Val, keep us updated on how you're doing with those courses, what you're learning, what successes you've had, because that will help get the word out to other people that they have options. So many people are in a place where they don't know they have options. They're suffering, so downtrodden. So we can get that out little by little. Might have to use the grapevine to get it to them, but we can do that. Hey, Letty, welcome. Glad you could be here. Antoinette's granddaughter, you will surrender the fear. Awesome. You'll keep the courage and send love. That's perfect. So perfect. That's all they're asking of us. When you think about it, what they're asking of us really isn't all that much. Stand strong, hold your angels' hands, send out love, have faith and confidence that everything really will work out all right. It's promised. It is coming. It's just taking a little longer than we hoped. Benny, I'm so glad you enjoyed the message. Beverly, that's the same message that you were telling your friends, still counting the mail-in ballots in Pennsylvania. Yeah. We just got to wait until it's done. Joan, thank you, angels, for the support. Surround all of us in your beautiful wings. Surround the USA. Oops, you jumped. Wingtip to wingtip. That's beautiful. Thank you for that, Joan. Pamela, you will never cave in. You've stopped watching mainstream. Yeah, most of us, I think, have too. Yeah, I know. I was so angry with them. What are they talking about? It's over? It's done? That's it? You're going to roll over and play dead? Come come on. They're just no help right now. And it's really sad. I hope one day they wake up and realize the harm that they had done. But I don't know. They're working at the whims of their corporate masters. So that just might not happen. Susan Cox, welcome. It helps. I'm so glad. Extra love and support to you, Susan. I know you've been struggling. Linda, you like the idea of membership? I was hesitant to do it, you guys, because so many people are out there have memberships, and it's like, how many can you really join? And then a bunch of people have Substacks and are monetizing, and it's like, that's great, but come on. If you want to read that wonderful content, how many can you realistically join? But I will do that. So for anybody who is moved and wants to join, I will set that up. Just, it'll take me a little bit to do it, but I will. And we'll just see where it goes. We do need a private place that we can get away from the prying eyes and share things. And we'll see where that goes. We might come up with a whole different way of doing it that I don't know where it could go. We'll just allow the angels to inspire us and lead us and see what we can do with it. Yeah, Goddess Val, uprooting. And sometimes with certain illnesses that are deeply rooted, that have been there for a really long time. That's what it's about. So you might need to take a remedy for months to get the healing, but you can. And the doctors that she studies with, I think I told you this, they are curing the big C in India. They're doing amazing things. And it's because it's a family business. For over 150 years, they have been using these different protocols until they've got it dialed in, where they've got like a formula. If it's that particular condition, this is what you use. Whereas in traditional homeopathy, it was a trial and error kind of thing. You look at all the symptoms, you get the big picture about the person, and then you take all that and you go research to find out which remedies match, and then which ones are the closest match, dial it in. So, it took a lot of research. But using these protocols from these Indian doctors, it's right there in the book. In fact, that book is available. Let me show you on Amazon. Can you read it? Oh, it's backwards, right? So it's the Banerjee, Banerji protocols. Hardback book. It's the Bible for me. I go here and I look up everything and get the protocols for it. And it makes such a difference. Okay, so where are we now? Yeah, legacy media owners, 45 supporters. Goddess Val, you want to join? Awesome. Yeah, we just have to stay away from all that negative thinking. And again, it's not about spiritual bypassing, but what good does it do to go soak our head in a bucket of mud when we could instead be focused on what we can do, what action we can take to bring about more positive results faster? Because we all have more power than we know. And we have that legion of angels to help us. So we're really unstoppable when we lean in and we follow the guidelines the angels have been sharing with us. Summerland girl, you hope the rollover and play dead is a strategy. Well, I sure hope it is on the part of the administration. I don't think it is on the part of media. Summerland girl, you would join a Patreon. Okay. Let me do some investigation and see what's available. And, I don't mind that do it on YouTube and they take a 30% cut because, they are hosting our channels and it costs them a lot when you consider how big these videos are. Millions of gigabytes, probably even more than millions at this point. So, yeah, they deserve something for that. So it's only fair. Divine Magic Occult, you did join some other memberships, and so you would join. Awesome. David has been beating himself up about what I'm assuming you mean getting it wrong. Yeah, you said that. Yeah. I don't think we were wrong, Divine Magic Occult. We got what we got. That was true in the moment. things changed in the interim. And how could those predictions account for cheating? I believe it was cheating. I still believe 2016 was cheating. And, I'm pretty sure after the fact, they came up with evidence that Hillary was right all along. It was cheating. So who are these people to tell us to shut up and accept it? I call foul on that. Go away. Take your nasty attitude and go elsewhere. We're just not listening to it here. C'est la vie. We forgot to pray for Joe as our president. We will do that. We'll add him in right now. We'll remain steadfast, strong, and uncover. I will read that. That's a perfect prayer. Thank you, C'est la vie. So, angels, we call upon you to lift up our president, our wonderful, human, generous, loving president, decent guy, Joe Biden. Oops, you jumped on me. Help him to remain steadfast and strong. Uncover and reveal the cheating and hijacking of our free election process. Reveal it and overturn it, please and thank you. Beautiful. Thank you, C'est la vie. Gigi, you're never late. Just be sure you go back and listen. There was a meditation that we did nearer to the beginning, maybe a half an hour in or so. And then there was a message after that. You're trying to track your ballot. You voted early. Yeah, keep after that because they're talking about a lot of ballots that were intercepted. Oh, Barbara, you watched a podcast on earth grounding and inflammation. Yeah. So many little things that we can do that make a difference. And yeah, especially as we're connecting with Gaia more. So why not go out where you can and connect with Gaia? Do your meditation with her, cradling you, supporting you. It's beautiful. Joan, lots of fear being shared. Yeah, we're not doing that. No, we're not going into fear. We're not turning a blind eye to reality. We're seeing what's going on, but we are taking countermeasures because that's what empowered souls do. We don't hide and cower. We call on the angels and we take countermeasures to get back on our path because honestly and truly, this is just a detour. We'll find a new portion and get back on our path again. It was just a temporary detour. That's all they did. Goddess Val, yeah, I think you'll really like it. Joette recommended it, so that's why I got it, and it's wonderful. They have got the cancer protocols in there. So, but the thing is, when you go through there, because there's a language barrier, of course, the way they describe some things, you might have to look a while before you find it. But the book isn't that big. You can scroll through the whole book until you find what you're looking for. But there's many things that they call something very different than I would have expected they would call them. But I find there's usually something in there about whatever I'm looking for if I scroll through the pages and find the right one. They're just amazing. And we owe so much gratitude to them for their diligence and their amazing healing power. So Gigi, you're going to the courthouse polling place tomorrow to straighten it out. Awesome. Well, angels, be with Gigi tomorrow as she goes to the polling place. Guide her, help her to get this untangled and to be sure that her vote is counted, please and thank you. Okay, Divine Magic wants to know if the oligarchs, the U.S. oligarchs, will go down if 45 goes down. Yeah, let's ask. We don't want to go too far into the political stuff. We just want to kind of skim the top, but yeah, I'll ask that. So, angels, is it highly likely that when 45 goes down, the oligarchs will go down with him? No. Sorry to say, they're protected. They've got their own layer of protection. It would take a lot to take them down. But what they just added is it might push them back into the darkness so that they're not so in our faces, that they've been emboldened, and it will cause them to be a little fearful and to have to be more careful about what they do, where they do, and when they do. So there is that. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Linda. An app called Goods Unite Us that tells you which companies donated to which candidates if you want to know about that. That's That's awesome. Share Spirit, you're so right. Anybody who wants to take away us knowing what's going on, who wants to silence us, bye-bye. No space for you. Summerland, if you've been in a relationship with a narcissist, they claim the other party cheating, stealing, rigging is actually them proclaiming exactly what they are planning to do. Yeah, we've seen that for, gosh, what is it, nearly 10 years with 45. He's been doing that all of his life because he knows it works. And so now when we cry foul, cheating, they say, wait a minute, you told us we weren't supposed to do that, so you can't do it. Well, no, we're going to do it. We're not going to be cowed by you. We're just going to flip you away like a pesky gnat. Oh my gosh, Val. A used copy of the book is more than a brand new one. Wow. Well, here's the thing. When I got the book, it was almost $100. So it's come down tremendously since then. So there's that to be grateful for. And that probably means they're selling more copies, which is really wonderful. So happy it's getting out to more people. We have a gaggle of Debs today. That's funny. Divine Magic Occult. You think that's what's happened all to. Also, any split-second choice went to spring something last second can shift the entire outcome. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Because so many of us were reading the energy and we were all I kept getting blue tsunami. And it's like, hello, where's the blue tsunami? But if cheating was involved, that wasn't part of my question. I didn't think I needed to ask that, but I guess we did. Can't take anything for granted. Hi, Windhorse, welcome. Summerland, the Orange Yeti has actually already told us that he cheated and now he's gloating. Yeah, he did. He told us many ways and many times. Hey, Gigi, welcome. Glad you joined us. Liz in awe. It took 6 weeks after you gave your ballot to the consulate and other states arrived quicker. You asked the angels to get it there. Oh, wise, Liz. Yeah, did you hear about somebody in Europe had to fly back to get her ballot because it didn't come and she really wanted to vote? Imagine how devastated she must have been doing all of that and then having the turnout that she did. So let's just hope that most beneficent outcome for all of us. That's what we want. Jen, you've got to check your ballot too. You didn't get confirmation. Yeah, good you took pictures. Absolutely. Share Spirit. Key with cancer cures is to start immediately. Don't wait until they say there's nothing they can do and cut it out. It's all sugar. Yeah. Well, if you get a cancer diagnosis, you want to stop all sugar immediately and a lot of carbs too, because many of those carbs convert to glucose. So there's that too. And I don't know that doctors ever tell that to people. But they have had good luck healing, if not curing people, even when they were at later stages. So never give up. And you could always call the angels to help you with it. You could do a meditation where you picture yourself lying on I'm seeing one of those big slabs that they did in on the top of the temple, and they had that big slab that you would lay on and the sun would beam down on you and the angels all surround you, putting their hands on you, all of them touching you, and then beaming all this love energy into your body until it just pushes out all trace of disease. You could do meditations like that. Just be in that moment. Feel it. Don't worry that it feels like you're imagining or pretending. It doesn't matter. It's the intention and the love that matters. The angels will be there. They will deliver. And if it is your time to go, then what they will do is they will bring you comfort and help ease the transition for you. So in either way, it's the most beneficent outcome. So that's why we always ask for that rather than a specific thing, because, the angels always bring us this or something better. So we want to allow for the this or something better. Hope that makes sense. A lot of people boycotting Amazon and Tesla. Yeah. I hope that the Department of Justice investigates that whole lottery thing he did in PA, because come on, that's got to be illegal. And why are we letting rich people get away with all these crimes? We wouldn't get away with it. Come on, that justice we prayed for. Yes, justice needs to prevail. Absolutely. Oh, you guys, last time we met, I was telling you about the remedy I found that was for the right shoulder, and I couldn't remember the name. Sanguinaria, Sanguinaria. Says it's for headache. It is for a lot of things, but it also, just a little bottle, I've got it in a 1M strength because I personally like to go for the higher potencies. But if you follow Joette or other homeopaths, they will often go with a 30C or 200C. It's rare that I see them go for a 1M. But you know, when I was having all that trouble with vertigo, I got a 10M because I didn't want to fool around. I wanted to hit that thing with a sledgehammer and knock it out. And it worked great for me. So, not that I'm recommending you do that, just sharing information. So, what you can do is you can douse, ask the angels to help you choose the right potency and indeed the right remedy. Because, you know, even though Sanguinaria worked really well for my shoulder problem, it might not be the best remedy for you. So dowsing is a great way. And I don't know if you've ever done body dowsing, but body dowsing is really cool. So like, here's another bottle of something else, but let's say you take this, hold it in front of your navel, standing with your feet slightly apart, standing straight up, just hold it and ask, is this the optimal remedy for me? And see, if you go forward, it's a yes. If you go backwards, it's a no. And if you just kind of wobble in place, it's a maybe. And then you can even combine, you know, if there's a couple that you need, you can put them together and ask, you know, is that optimal? And just keep trying until you find the right thing. You can use that with food, which, by the way, I was thinking about today because, you know, if they screw around with the FDA, we might not be able to trust meat, especially, but even vegetables too. So we might want to start dowsing everything that we want to put in our bodies just to be sure that it's safe and nutritious and what our body needs. So that's something to think about. But body dowsing is a real cool trick to use in the supermarket. I use it a lot during the summer to pick the best watermelons. David loves to have watermelon. So, you know, I just hold the watermelon there and see which one gives me the best result. And there we go. Judy, the channeled message was helpful. You'll share it with those who are hungry for hope. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you, Judy. Let's all ask for legions of angels to help us sow seeds of love and peace over all of Gaia's earth. That's beautiful. Thank you, Judy. Yeah, and I will get that on Medium, well, along with the one from last week that I haven't done yet. Just haven't had time. But yeah, I need to get all those up on Medium too so that more people can get the message. Yeah, Wind Horse, you nailed it. Projection. That's exactly what it is. What we were talking about earlier with people, narcissists accusing others of doing what they do. Debbie B, I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. Amen. Thank you, Debbie. That's beautiful. You might want to put that on a meme if you haven't already. It'll be a good one. Hi, Melody. Welcome from Oz. So glad to have you here. You saw him being handcuffed in a dream and then awoke to see the map in red. A lot of people have seen that, the handcuffs. So it could happen. Lena from Down Under has seen it a lot too. So yeah, we just wait and see, you know, because he's gotten away with a lot of crimes and someday the Piper has to come calling, even if it's the Grim Reaper that is his Piper. But, you know, karma will not be denied. We will all have to face our karma. So he's got an awful lot on his plate. I would not want to be him. Amanda, your ballad is good. Awesome. Sharon Sipe, welcome. Glad to see you. Sending prayers and big hugs. Thank you. Happy birthday to all of the November people. Yes, thank you. Maureen, isn't it Gabriel who says, fear not, for I am with you always? Might be. I don't know for sure. Elena, if she's here in chat, maybe she can pipe in and tell us. So I think she's familiar with that more than I am. I just know Gabriel's really cool. And if you haven't, Maureen, this might be really great for you with the anxiety that you're suffering and the health problems. There's a Gabriel meditation on my channel that is just out of this world phenomenal. So if you go on my channel and search for Gabriel or, meditations, you'll find it. We did that, I don't know, a month or two ago, maybe, not that long, but it super, super powerful meditation from Gabriel. So you might enjoy that. Summerland, there's a voter hotline. Check your vote if you mailed it. Awesome. Liz and all, you will check the protocol for heart failure and neuropathy. You ask the angels this AM to guide you to a new direction. Neuropathy, it's called hypericum perforatum. I have that here because I occasionally have a nerve issue with my teeth. Let me type that. I would not be without that one. Okay, and for Liz, what is the correct potency for Liz? 200C will be good. Yeah, great one. People who have like Raynaud's syndrome, anything, like with tingling and stuff with the nerves, it's wonderful for that. Also good for other things, but that's the top of mind for me about that particular one. And there are several remedies for heart failure. Go on to, let me give you this one, joettecalabrese.com and search all the words surrounding heart failure, the symptoms, whatever you can until you find it. She tells the story over several different posts about treating her father with heart failure. And she was able to keep him going way many years past when the doctors thought that he would not be helped. And in fact, he outlived a bunch of his doctors. It's really amazing. So you go and look at that. And what you want to do is you want to find the post that's got the issue you're looking for. And then you read down to look to see if you match the profile. Because it's more than just saying, oh, this remedy for this or that thing. It's, do you match the profile? Like I was telling you with the shoulder, this particular one is specifically right shoulder. If it's the left shoulder, you got to find a different remedy. And I did stumble on some that mentioned left shoulder. So it's just mind-boggling how minute they went in this research to get the best remedies. So yeah, don't give up. You empower yourself to find healing. It's there for you. You guys must have finished up on another live and popped in here. I'm super glad to see you. But wow, thanks for popping in so late. It's awesome. Summerland, it's not such a big ask. I would be happy to do that for you. So she's asking if I would channel JFK to ask if he's got any input about the current situation. So, okay. I have spoken with him on Irish Granny's channel, so we already have a connection, which makes it easier to connect with him. So, President Kennedy, are you available? Yes. So, do you have any words of wisdom or guidance to share with us about the present political situation in America? Please, what would you share with us? Trust that all will be revealed. There are even now investigations ongoing into the nefarious deeds. You have not been abandoned. You are not crazy. There are irregularities. There are illegalities that will be addressed.